second page of your packet. The second page of your packet, okay? We're gonna take a few notes, and then we'll do some practice. All right, Fabiola, do you need a packet?
Please.
Yes. All right. Okay. All right. So we're gonna use coordinating conjunctions. Coordinating conjunctions are our fanboys, remember, okay? When. All right. So there's 3 ways that we can use it, okay? This is on page 2 of your packet, the second page, right? Yeah? Okay. I think so. Yes. Yeah, it's so your first page is this. Your first page is this one, the fanboys. Yeah. Notes? Yes? Okay. Okay. So there's 3 uses that we use conjunctions for, okay? So we're going to talk about the 3 uses. All right. So the first one is joining. What is join? We use this word a lot. What is join?
Joining is like, you can come to celebrate with me, for example?
Come join me. Yes.
Is this like something you haven't found, like you are doing at the moment?
Okay. Yes, with the ing, right? Okay, so
I think they celebrate something.
Celebration. Okay, so so the word join simply means like unir. Unir. So conjunctions unir, unirse. Unirse. Se unen clausas, right? So join literally just means unir, but usually we use it like join us for the baby shower, join us for my birthday party, yeah, or join the PTA, right?
It's almost for that.
Like come together is kind of the idea, like come together, right? It's like
okay, but that and this time is gonna be different for using for a different.
So okay. So the word join. So for example, we just did the website that you typed in for our game was join my quiz, right?
Yeah.
So it's like as a group, join the one quiz we're all doing together.
Play with me?
Yeah. So it can mean like yes, like join me at a birthday party, but it can also mean that you like sign up for something, or here it's putting things together. Okay, join means like come together. Okay, so in this case you're putting 2 independent clauses together. Okay, so we'll talk about what a clause is. All right, an independent clause can stand by itself as a complete sentence. Can stand by itself por sí mismo. No. Okay, so here's an example. If Nancy says, hey, Miss Beth, what did you do yesterday? And all I say is, to the grocery store. To the grocery store. That's not a complete sentence, right? Who? What? Did I drive to the grocery store? Did I bomb the grocery store? Right? Like, it's not a complete thought. So, I went to the grocery store is a complete sentence. It has a person and it has a verb. That's what makes it a complete sentence. Okay? So, we use conjunctions kind of like what we talked about before. I am tired. I am hungry. We can put it together. Say, I am tired and hungry. Okay? So, independent clauses, all right, when we put them, and I'm going to give you examples, okay? We'll do examples, and you'll get it. You'll get it. Okay. Okay. So, it needs a comma. Do you know what a comma is? That's this little boop, this little, like, thing that goes after words, okay? It needs a comma before the conjunction. Okay? Before the, sorry, I ran out of room. So before the conjunction.
What is it, T-R or T?
Oh, T-H-E. Yeah, sorry. I need to use my teacher handwriting. Okay, so here's an example. I like football. I like football. There's a person, there's a verb. I and like. I like football. Comma. And here's our conjunction. Okay. I like hockey. So it could be two separate sentences, right? I like football. I like hockey. Just two different sentences. You can put them together with a comma and a conjunction. I like football, comma, and I like hockey.
If you say I like football and hockey, you need that comma or not?
No. And that's, so that one is actually we'll talk about that on number 2. But this one is the independent phrases. So I like football, you can put a period there. I like football. I like hockey. But the problem is those sentences are very simple, sencillo, right? Those sentences are too simple. So conjunctions help us make longer sentences, right? If we just talked like this, I like football, I like hockey, that's level A, right? Like, we're in level B, so we can put sentences together, okay? Okay? No, seriously. That's what, like, this is more complex, more complicated sentences. Yes, right. It's not, we don't talk like that, right? I don't say, hi, Miss Debbie. I drive to work. I come into work. I sit at the table. No, we don't do that, right? We put the sentences together.
Yeah, you say the same word always.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So it makes it more interesting, right? And when you're writing, it makes it more interesting. Okay, so that's why we're doing this. Okay. All right, the next example. Okay, the directions are complicated. Directions are complicated. Comma. But I am starting to understand them. Period. Okay? The directions are complicated. That's one sentence. I am starting to understand them. Those are two independent sentences that we can put together with but. Dulce, if you want, when I'm finished, I can just I'll give you this. Yeah. Uh-huh. Okay, so do we understand that? The directions are complicated. We have a thing, the directions, and a verb are. I am starting to understand them. A person, the subject is I, the verb is am starting to understand, right? So we have two independent phrases and we put them together with a comma and but. Okay? Yes, Iris? No? It's okay. Well, we'll get some practice. Okay? All right. This second. Okay? All right. So the second is joining words. So like what Nancy just asked me about up here. Our example, I like football and I like hockey, right? We can, right. So that we put it together, two independent phrases together. We can also just combine the words. So I like football and hockey. Right? Just the words. We don't need to say I like 2 times. I like football and hockey. Okay? So, when it's just 2 words that are connected, you don't need a comma. Let's say that. You don't need a comma. Okay, so the example would be I will eat.
Yes, it's true. Because no have the space to.
Right. A hamburger or a hot dog. Okay, so I will eat a hamburger or a hot dog. There's no comma.
Is it 2 choices?
If there's 2 choices, yes, we're about to talk if there's 3 or 4, there are commas.
Oh.
Okay? Okay. So, that's when you have 2, you don't need a comma. When you have 2 options, okay? When you have more than 2, you put the comma, okay? You do need a comma. So when you have more than 2, you do need a comma. So you put the comma, let's see, between, you know what that is? Entre, between the choices and before the conjunction. Okay, so Jamie wants a phone, a book, or, okay, so a phone, comma, a book, comma, or, I don't know, a dog for Christmas. So a phone, comma, a book, comma, or a dog. So 3 things. There's 3 different options, right? So you put the comma after each thing and before the conjunction on the last one. Right, I know. That was off the top of my head. I was like, yeah, no kid wants a book for Christmas.
Jamie or Jamie?
Yes. Jamie.
Is she, right?
So, Jamie in English is a boy or a girl's name. It can be both. Huh? Jamie, Jaime?
Oh, Jamie.
Yeah. So in English, it can be a girl's name or a boy's name. So you don't know. We don't know if Jamie's a girl or a boy. We don't know.
Like in high school, I had a friend, and his name was Summer.
Summer?
Yeah.
Really?
Boy, yeah.
His parents must have been hippies. Yeah. My husband works with a bunch of people, like men who all have women's names. Like he has a coworker named Cassidy. I don't know if you know that name. Cassidy usually is a woman's name, but it's a man that works with him. And so all of his coworkers, I'm like, wait, is this a man or a woman? I don't know. Right. It's hard to know. You can just ask. Okay. Do we got that? Commas, commas, commas. Okay. All right. When
Because she said Jamie wants something they have the three choices
Mhm.
or more.
Right. So, yeah, so I'm like, "Okay, Jamie, for Christmas, you can have a phone, a book, or a dog." Right? So 3 choices. What do you want? Okay? A book. Jamie wants a book. Jamie's very studious. Okay, so the last one that conjunctions can join, okay, they can join phrases. So clauses have a subject and a verb, a person and a verb, a person and a verb. That's number 1. This one, when it's phrases, it doesn't have to have a person and a verb. They can still be joined, okay? We'll do all right. So when 2 phrases, so just like 2 words up here, when 2 phrases are connected using a coordinated conjunction, you don't need a comma. Okay? No comma. Ah! COMMA. You don't need a comma. So, I want to study at the library. So here's the phrase, at the library or at the coffee shop. So at the library and at the coffee shop are just phrases, but we can put them together. Okay, so when 3 or more phrases, it's the same as the word up here. When there's more than 2 phrases are connected, the commas go after each phrase and before the conjunction. Before the conjunction. So I want to study at the library, comma, at the coffee shop, comma, or at home. Okay? So the commas go after each option. So in this one we have 2 options and there's no comma. When we have 3 options, then we need the commas. So I want to study at the library, comma, at the coffee shop, comma, or at home. Does that make sense? Yes? Okay. Perfect. Okay, I have a little sentence correction activity for us to do. Okay, Nancy, can you complete? You don't have this one. Can you complete number 1? I don't like broccoli, but you don't have this one. You don't have this one. I don't like broccoli, but
I like
there you go. Okay, yeah. I don't like broccoli, but I do like tomatoes. Yeah. Okay, good. Let's see. Noelia, can you do number 6? Lester. Ooh, that's a terrible name. Lester works for an electronics store. So, yeah, so he's organizing the store. So he gets a discount. Why does Lester get a discount? Because he works at the electronics store, right? So we could do that. Lester works at he works for an electronics store, so
So if you need help, you can ask.
yes.
Her?
Yes. Yeah. Yes. Okay, good. All right, we're going to do a sentence correction activity. Let's see. So sometimes people, when they're writing, they just put things together with no commas, no conjunctions, and we call those run-on sentences. Run-on sentences. It's when you're writing and you say, Lester works in an electronics store, so if you need help, you can go ask him, but Lester works in an electronics store. If you need help, you can go ask him. He works on Tuesdays. He never works on Fridays. And there's no periods, there's no commas, there's no conjunctions. Okay, those are called run-on sentences. So, let's look at this one. Let's look at this sentence and see if we can fix it, okay? So number 1, we wanted to go to the store, we decided to stay home. Okay? We wanted to go to the store, we decided to stay home.
But we decided.
Okay. So it's 2 independent phrases, right? We wanted to go to the store. That's one idea. We decided to stay home. That's another idea. There's no comma or conjunction. Let's put one in. Okay, we wanted to go to the store, comma, what conjunction should we use? But.
It can be so too or not? We want to.
No, if it would be so, we wanted to go to the store, so we went to Kroger.
Okay.
Yeah, so but is the best conjunction here.
Yeah.
Okay? So this is a run-on sentence, and now we fixed it. Now it's not a run-on sentence anymore. It's a good sentence. Okay? All right, all the parents came to our school play. They all liked it. All the parents came to our school play. They all liked it. Where would I put that? Where does it come? It's 2 independent phrases, right? All the parents came to our school play. They all liked it.
Okay, comma after play.
Comma after play. And, right?
No, it's or they like it. Oh no, yes,
And. So it would be and.
Because there's 2 choices. No.
Okay,
No.
do number 5 in your notebooks. Okay, do number 5, and we'll check it together.
I have an accident.
Oh no! Okay. Yes. So do number 5. I can't sleep. It is light outside. Number 5. I can't sleep. It is light outside. go ask in the office. Yeah. Okay. So, oh, you don't have this one.
Okay.
Yeah. So you can write it. Let's see. I'll get you some paper. Yes. Yeah. It's that weird one. What word would you put, Nancy? You need no. So eso es para mí.
Okay.
So it's para nosotros. Oh, you have one.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So that's what you can just write in your notebook. Okay. Nancy, what word would you want to put? Okay. Let's look at the independent phrases, the independent clauses. I can't sleep, right? It is light outside. So how would we connect those two ideas?
Comma after sleep.
Comma after sleep.
And I use the for.
So
it means the because, right?
yes. Okay. So the fanboys conjunction that we would use is for, but remember we don't usually use it in this way. We can use because.
Oh, I was thinking in because, but.
Right, but it's not on the fanboys. Yeah, but you can use it here. I can't sleep because it is light outside. Good. Okay.
Think about it. What is this? Because.
Yeah, it's okay. It takes some time. This is complex. Like, this is not simple English. These are complex.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, let's do number 7. Let's do number 7. My mom visits the museum. She spends hours looking at the exhibits.
After
Museum. And museum and right? So
It's comma and
where do you put the comma, Fabiola?
museum.
After museum.
After museum.
Yes.
And she spends hours looking at
Exhibits.
exhibits.
Exhibits. Yes. Good job. These are easy.
It's thinking only. Or is
Huh?
it's thinking.
Yeah, it just takes some time. It just takes some
Yeah.
time. Yes. Okay. How do you feel about this? Pretty good, right? Yeah, good. So. Okay, so let's do, why don't you, in your packets, turn to Wednesday, okay? In your packets, turn to Wednesday, and let's work on one of our Wednesday worksheets. So find Wednesday. Here, maybe. Oh, Jesus. Cecile. Yes.
I have a question.
Yes.
What is going to happen next week for the mask? We will continue to use.
Yes.
And they're on the school days.
Yes. Yeah. So if you didn't hear, the governor of Texas said yesterday that next Wednesday in Texas you don't have to wear a mask anymore.
Yes, I think about it yesterday.
Yes.
Okay.
So the school, I'll tell you, the school district.
Yes, because I decided use it to continue use it because we don't know.
Right. Yes. It's a stupid decision.
I know.
the governor yesterday. Yeah, it's a stupid decision. So the school district has already said everyone is going to wear masks still. So like if your kids are going to school, they need masks still. We will have masks. Okay. So yeah, that's a good question. I think I heard that in May, the United States should have enough vaccines for all of the adults.
I received an email yesterday. They gave me the information to go to put the. But I'm scared.
Why?
I don't know why, but I'm scared. And for my little kids too. So
Yes.
But you had it already?
No, not yet. I really want it. So I haven't. So, to my knowledge, I don't think that they are giving it to young children yet. It's only like 16 and older. Yeah. So, yeah. I mean, we're still.
And they say if you live in the area, you don't need to
Make appointment?
make something like that.
Uh huh. Yes. I heard that there's 2 zip codes in like the North Dallas area that the government wants to like focus on. Is this what is this zip code? 7524.
43.
Okay, so this is one of.
No.
Oh, you live in 43?
Yes.
Where do you live?
In Forest Lane and
Oh, yes.
35.
Okay, so you live in the zip code that the government's like, we want vaccines in that zip code. So, that's good, Fabi. You might get it earlier than the rest of us. We'll give you a cake.
What?
I'm just kidding. Okay, sorry. A vaccine cake. No, so my parents have gotten the vaccine, my grandmother, but they're all older.
Yes, my friends too.
Ay.
My cousins, because they work in the hospital. That's why.
Oh, yes. Yes. Yeah. If you work in a hospital, if you're a teacher, you should be able to get a vaccine, but you know.
And they say they feel good, so I don't know.
I know. It's crazy. It's crazy. Thank you, Donald Trump. Okay, so this is on your Wednesday packet, all right? So look. They're giving you 2 independent clauses and they want you to put them together. Okay, so Roy's car is dirty. He is going to wash it. Roy's car is dirty, so he's going to wash it. And actually, we do need a comma there, huh? I didn't write the comma. Okay? We do need a comma there because it's 2 independent phrases. Okay, so let's do this one. The American soccer team will not play in the World Cup game. They lost too many important matches. They lost too many important matches. If we put them together, what conjunction are we going to use?
And which one?
Number 2.
It's the 4?
It's the 4.
Es el miércoles. Busca el miércoles.
So, the American soccer team will not play in the World Cup game. They lost too many matches. So, this is the reason. Does that make sense? So, actually, Nancy, if we switch them like this, they lost too many important matches, so they won't play in the game, right? So, yes. So, here, you're going to put a comma, and then we would use the fanboys for or because. Okay? So you could say for, but usually we will say because.
You know, I'm confused in the number 2 because I think it's a little long, the sentence,
Mhm.
and you know having nothing the comma.
Yes.
This is one's confused.
So it's 2. This one is 2 individual sentences. So you have to add the comma. So instead of the period, punto, instead of the period here, I just put a comma.
Okay.
Okay?
Means on the third one, at least
This one? Okay.
no, I'm sorry, the number 4.
Oh, number 4. Okay, what'd you put?
We can visit the museum, or we can go to the Santa Monica. We
Yeah.
don't use a comma in there, right?
On that one, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So I can, when we get to that one, I'll show you. We can do the independent clauses, which you would use a comma, or you could do the phrases. So you could say, we can visit a museum, or go to Santa Monica. and just leave out the we can, right? And then that in that case you don't use a comma.
Okay, because we use the person and verb.
Yes, because it's it's independent sentences. So if you're just putting them together, you need a comma. But if you just do the phrases and you leave out we can visit a museum or go to Santa Monica. No comma. Okay, let's do number 3 and then we'll do number 4. All right. Andrew is very unattractive.
Comma, but.
Okay, so this prefix means not.
Not.
So,
Ugly.
huh? He's ugly. Right, yeah, he's ugly, exactly. So, you can use that on any word. So, I'm happy, I'm unhappy. It means I'm not happy, right? Okay, so Andrew is not attractive. All of the girls in his class want to be his girlfriend.
Maybe he has money.
Oh, maybe he has money, or like Dulce said, he's
Maybe
suave.
he's funny.
Yes, maybe he's funny.
Was he smart?
Maybe he's smart. Girls don't care about smart, do they? Okay, so how would we connect these sentences? Andrew is very unattractive. We're going to put a comma, right? But all of the girls in the class want to be his girlfriend. Comma, but. Yeah, right? We don't understand it. It's weird. He's very unattractive, but all the girls in the class want to be his girlfriend. So, comma, but. Good. All right, let's look at number 4. Okay, we can visit a museum. We can go to Santa Monica. So there's 2 ways we can do this. What do you think?
Is comma and we can use the comma.
So
After
Or
what conjunction?
Or.
Right?
Or.
2 options. We can go to a museum, comma, or we can go to Santa Monica.
I prefer going to Santa Monica.
What if it's a fun museum?
I don't like
Like, you're like, I don't
I
know.
really don't like it.
Okay, so this
I
is.
have to be honest.
I love it. Be honest. Be honest.
My husband say, oh, my daughter always tell me, Mom, I wanna go to the museum. Please, let's go. And my husband say, I don't like museum. Let's go to the zoo. I prefer see animals vivos than muertos.
You want to see live animals, not dead ones. Come on. Okay, I will take your daughter to the museum. I like museums. Okay, so there's a second way we could write this one. Okay? So these are independent phrases. We can also just do like our 2.
We can go to Santa Monica, comma, and visit a museum.
So in that case, it means you're going to go to Santa Monica, and then in Santa Monica, you're going to visit a museum. Yes. Uh-huh. Yeah. Yes. Okay, so we can visit a museum or go to Santa Monica. Okay? Just going to put SN. We can visit a museum or go to Santa Monica. In this case, we don't need a comma because it's just 2 options. And this one, the second one, is not an independent. I can't just say go to Santa Monica. There's no person in that. We don't know. It's just a phrase. Does that make sense? Okay. All right. It is very hot outside. Kayla is wearing a heavy jacket. But, yes. So, it is very hot outside. You could use but or yet. Uh-huh. What, Fabiola, what's your question?
Why would the jet?
So yet has the same meaning as but.
Oh.
So it's very hot outside, but Kayla is wearing a heavy jacket. It's very hot outside, yet Kayla's wearing a heavy jacket. So the question would be like, why? Why is Kayla wearing a heavy jacket? Right? But or yet. So usually we use but. What do you need, Iris?
Pen.
Oh, a pen? Yeah. Over there. Okay, good. All right. Okay. So that's the worksheets. I will send the answers later today. I usually send them around 11.
It's on the last one, I'm sorry.
Yes.
Number 7, this is Cherry doesn't like playing video games.
Okay, number 7.
Then the
All right.
second doesn't like watching.
Ooh, okay.
But on that one, after video games is the comma is nor.
Ooh, okay. Nor is very strange. That's a good question. All right. Do you need a pencil, Iris?
No, pen.
Oh, a pen. Okay. Okay. So this is a good question. So this is negative and this is negative, right? So they're both negative, so we would use nor. So it's not just as simple as this. We can't just do that, okay? Because then we have, you know, in English we can't have two negatives. Did you know that?
Yeah. So it would be and.
So, okay, so here's what yeah, you could use and. She doesn't like playing video games, and she doesn't like watching television. You could use and. I'm going to show you how we would use nor. Sherry doesn't like playing video games. Here's the easy way to use it. Nor watching television. So she doesn't like playing video games nor watching television. So you just take out this part, the repeat. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. There is another way to use nor. That's a little confusing. Okay, so we would say this. She doesn't like playing video games. Nor watching TV. Okay, so this is obviously the easiest one, right? Where you just say she doesn't like playing video games nor watching television. This one, she doesn't like playing video games nor does she like. Like this is almost like a question kind of. It's like the grammar in a question.